Apalak, hi, how are you?
Hey Amit, how are you, man? Long
I'm
time
doing
on this platform at least.
absolutely, Apalak. I'm doing great. As you rightly said, long time for tech this week, but great that we're bringing this back. Aplak,
Absolutely.
straight away jumping into the story. So, recent reports suggested that COVID vaccine intelligence network, popularly known as CoWIN, also considered as the digital backbone for the COVID vaccination drive in India, has been breached. What followed is a full-fledged political showdown.
Mm.
How do you assess this?
Like you said, Amit, it's a political showdown. I mean, I'll give you timestamps to the story and I'll tell you
Right.
my analysis.
Yeah.
But to begin with, I think we could not have asked for a bigger story for us to bring back tech this week. But then I have mixed feelings about this story, to be really honest. Because I see extreme polarization and politicization of technology also. This is one of the many examples of how dirty politics has become. So to give perspective to this story for all those who are new to this is, around 10 a.m. yesterday morning, we get to know, from Saket Gokhale, who is the national spokesperson for Trinamool, coming out with a state of Twitter, 7 to be precise, stating that there is shocking news of data breach of the CoWIN platform, right? And apparently over 20,000 people's information was put on a sale on a website called Rate Forum. A lot of high-profile politicians and celebrities' profiles was there, so on and so forth, right? Which seemed like a very big breach, and it took obviously everyone's attention to this story. Now, when it's such a big claim, the government jumped right in, and at around 1 o'clock, the government, swings into action. It brings its top agency, CERTIN, into action, says that we'll be looking into this matter and we'll clarify whether there actually has been a breach or not. By the way, having said so, Amit, it's important that we point out, while we also did our preliminary research, I am yet to discover the source which states that Saket Gokhale is talking about. There is no particular source or evidence which states that this particular from where it stems from. Because, to give you more insight, there's another social media platform called the Telegram. So apparently there is this happened through a bot, through a Telegram, which is a direct competitor to WhatsApp, right? And this bot has now been disabled. So for us to verify about this breach is not possible, because now that bot is dysfunctional, right? What we try to do at Think Teal's end. So we have to now go by what the two parties will say, the government and the opposition, right? So that's at around 1 o'clock. Then CERTIN does its checks at around between 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., right? CERTIN comes up and says that, there is factually this information is not right. At 5 p.m. the government spokesperson, Mr. Chandrasekhar, comes with a series of tweets stating that this breach actually did not take place.
Right.
The breach and supposing that happened is old data, quote unquote, right? Now this puts a lot of questions also. I am not in or against anything, because we are an unbiased agency. But in retrospective, what is the source of Saket Gokhale's claim is still unverified. Government states no disruption of this order happened, but they said that a breach has taken place, but it's old data, right? So it leaves you to wonder what is the actual situation. Yes, it goes down to state that for people who understand this space a little more, there are a lot of security features are in place. You have anti-firewall, you have, anti-DDoS, you have, regular vulnerability assessment checks done, identity access management things are put in place to basically say that all the security safeguards have taken in place, right? But does it mean that the breach actually happened or not? We still don't know. Probably there's a story that will have its own death or news as we go forward. As of now, this is where we are. But it's very important, Amit, that you know a few facts. CoWIN, as you likely said, it got launched in 16 January 2021 as a platform to facilitate the vaccination program. It is one of the most successful platforms globally.
Absolutely.
UNDP has done a use case on the success of this, right? Around 220 crore vaccinations were administered till date through the CoWIN platform, right? 142 countries globally have showed the interest in adopting such a platform to facilitate such programs in their native, right? So I think it is important that we understand that this platform has been hugely successful. Now, suddenly an opposition party comes and says that there is a shock. Are we trying to, politicize this? Is this a moment of joy that a breach has taken place, if at all? My question is more prudent as it appears, And also you have to remember one important thing, in the past, both WhatsApp and Telegram, have pointed out at each other's security loopholes. You remember?
Yeah.
During the onset of the COVID, that's when there were a lot of debates around WhatsApp privacy policy, which is when a lot of people went to Telegram. And now you again have Telegram back in the news. So you really, at an end user who is probably not aware of all these facts, is lost as to which is the right platform to be in. So very importantly, issues around security and privacy will certainly become much more important. A lot has happened in the last 5 hours. Opposition blaming the government coming back with its own measures. So there's a lot of confusion still around. Technology hopefully is a betterment of society at large. But here we see it also being used for a political blame game. Let's hopefully see a good conclusion to this story.
Absolutely, Apalak. Very interesting take, Apalak. Will be very interesting to see how this story further spans out. I think in the next couple of days, we'll have further details about this, and we'll obviously keep a close eye to this. But for now, Apalak, thank you so much. Take care and goodbye.
Always a pleasure, Amit. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.